Change is life's rule. Imagine sitting in a quiet place, feeling calm and peaceful, but what if the thing you're resisting is the key to transformation? Look around, everything is changing, time is moving, people are changing, situations are shifting, nothing stays the same. We try to hold on to people, moments, comfort, and the way things used to be, but it's hard to let go. Aryan, a 35-year-old man, had a hard time accepting change. He liked his routine and got upset when things didn't go as planned. One day, his family, including his wife Alex and kids Max and Luna, had to move to a new city. Aryan was resisting the change. Alex was trying to be positive. She said, "Let's go on an adventure. We can explore this new city together." Aryan was still unsure, but he decided to trust Alex and go with the flow. As they were unpacking, Buddy, their golden puppy, was running around, playing with the kids. Aryan couldn't help but smile. He started to realize that change wasn't so bad after all. In fact, it was an opportunity for growth, a chance to learn and explore new things. When life changes, we feel pain, not because change is painful, but because resistance is. Think about it. How many times have you suffered just because something didn't stay the same? A relationship changed, a plan didn't work out, a moment passed, and instead of accepting it, you kept thinking, why did this happen? But life doesn't ask for permission to change, it just does, and we must learn to adapt. The truth is, what you have today may not be there tomorrow, and what you're struggling with today may not matter at all in the future. That's the nature of life, and when you understand this, something shifts inside you. You stop chasing permanence in a world that is temporary, and instead, you begin to flow with change. Because change is not your enemy, it is your teacher. Every difficult moment is shaping you. Every loss is making you stronger. Every ending is creating space for something new. But if you keep holding on to the past, you block your own growth. You cannot move forward if your mind is still stuck in what used to be. Let go. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. When you accept change, you become lighter. You stop fighting reality, you stop wasting energy on things you cannot control, and slowly, peace begins to enter your life. Imagine living like this: you accept what comes, you adapt to what changes, you trust where life is taking you. No fear of the future, no regret of the past, just calm, clarity, and strength. That is the power of accepting change. Aryan and his family started to live like this. They accepted the new city, they made new friends, and they found new hobbies. Aryan even started to enjoy the new routine. He realized that change was not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. So the next time life shifts, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" Because every change is preparing you for the next version of yourself, and that's the power of accepting change. Aryan and his family continued to grow and learn. They faced new challenges, but they were ready. They knew that change was a part of life, and they were willing to flow with it, and as they did, they found peace, clarity, and strength. They learned to trust in the unknown and to have faith in themselves, and that, my friends, is the power of accepting change. So, remember, the next time you're faced with change, don't resist it, flow with it, and see where it takes you. You never know, it might just transform your life, and that's the power of accepting change. Aryan's story is a reminder that change is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. And that by accepting change, we can find peace, clarity, and strength, and live a more fulfilling life. So, let's all take a deep breath, and let go of our resistance to change, and see where it takes us. To a life of peace, clarity, and strength, where we can trust in the unknown, and have faith in ourselves. And that's the power of accepting change, a power that is within us all, waiting to be unleashed. So, let's unleash it, and let's live a life of peace, clarity, and strength, where we can accept change, and flow with it. And find the power of accepting change, and make it a part of our lives, every day. By doing so, we'll find that life is not something to be feared, but something to be lived and enjoyed. And that's the final lesson of the power of accepting change, a lesson that will stay with us forever. A lesson that will remind us to always accept change and to flow with it no matter what. And to always remember that change is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. The power of accepting change is a power that is within us all, and it's a power that will set us free. Free to live, free to love, and free to be ourselves without fear of change. And that's the final message of the power of accepting change, a message that will stay with us forever. A message that will remind us to always accept change and to flow with it no matter what. And to always remember that change is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced, and that's the power of accepting change.